Hey everyone, MD here, and today the rest of the Final Fantasy IV content dropped for Final Fantasy War of the Visions, and a lot of you out there are asking the question, is Kane worth pulling for? Is Rosa worth pulling for? Should I go for the Demon Wall Vision card? And I like to go over a lot of different aspects today to help you answer those questions. First, let's take a look at Kane. He's a Dark Element Dragoon with Viking and Paladin subclasses. I'm going to go into some of those abilities here in a little bit. The Paladin subclass is going to be seemingly kind of worthless on Kane, and you're either going to want to go with Dragoon or Viking. Let's take a look at some of Kane's max statistics. By now, here at Nerd Night, you know that we really value the agility statistic. You'll see that Kane has an agility of 53 when at level 99. Now, how this compares to some of the other elite units in the game, Lucia has 58, Little Leela Halloween has 57, and Orlando has 55. So it's a little bit less than the top units in the game, but there are ways to boost this. And since Kane is being touted as one of the best attacking units in the game, obviously we're going to want to look at his attack and compare that to some of the other best attacking units in the game. So you can see that Kane has 273 attack. Now, this compares to Orlando at 281 and Ruined Stern at 299, so it's a tiny bit less than those top attacking units in the game, but it's really on par with being one of the best attacking units out there. HP is another statistic that you're going to want to take a look at here. Kane has 2300. This is on par with Orlando, who also has 2300, and Ruined Stern, who has 2300. So he's in the ballpark there. We covered luck in our guide to statistics video, and this is going to directly correlate with evade and crit evade. Kane's luck is at 152, Orlando 136, and Ruined Stern at 168. So Kane actually falls right in between those two other premier attacking units, and 152 luck is going to equal about 30 evade, which is actually really good. Looking at some of Kane's abilities, under his primary Dragoon class, you're going to see the Leave It To Me ability, which is going to raise agility and attack. Now, we mentioned earlier ways to boost his base agility of 53 to put him more on par with some of the best units in the game. This is the ability you're going to want to enhance. Also, take note of Dragon Raid. So this is going to deal large damage, and of course, that last ability there you're seeing, Piercing Brain, which is going to deal moderate damage to targets that are all around Kane. If you're going to go after Kane, one of the two support abilities that's going to be a must for his build is going to be the Pride of the Dragoons, which you see significantly raises attack. However, it does lower defense, but put that on the back burner for now. I'm going to get back to that in just a second. Now, here are some of the Viking Sub Commands. So if you put Viking as the secondary class for Kane, you're going to see that there is the Full-Bodied Blow ability, which is one of the only abilities in the whole game right now that's going to deal XL damage, which might give Kane one of the best damage dealing abilities in the game. The other support ability that you're going to want to put on Kane is Holy Knight's Protection. That's going to raise his max HP, and it's going to offset the defense penalty from Pride of the Dragoons mentioned earlier. When looking at Kane's resistances, one thing to note is that he's weak against magic. Of course, if you're building a proper squad, you should have a tank in front of Kane that's going to have a high level of hate, which will draw any enemy fire. Overall, Kane is one of the best attacking units in the game, and I'm going to say he's definitely worth pulling for if you can also get the Demon Wall Vision card. Now, I'm going to get into that here in a second, because if you can't get the Demon Wall Vision card, that really inhibits Kane's ability to be effective in battle. Let's take a closer look at Rosa. She's an Ice Element White Mage and Black Mage that has a really good TMR in Rosa's Barrette if you watched our TMR guide. One thing to note about Rosa is that she's got a really great limit burst. It's going to recover a large amount of HP, and then also all the surrounding units around her are going to gain 20 AP. Regarding her statistics, you're going to see that her agility is 52. Now that's almost directly on par with Kane. And just like Kane, she's going to have an ability that's going to help bring that agility up a little bit. Rosa's kind of a unique character when you look at her attack and magic. Her attack is at 224 and her magic's at 236. Now, If you're looking at magic, Little Leela Halloween has 262, Medina has 266. So Rosa's magic is going to be a little bit lower than the best attacking mages in the game, and obviously her attack attribute is going to be less than the best attacking units in the game. So she's good at both, or moderate at both, but she's not great at either one of them. Looking at some of her abilities, you're going to see that she has Holy, which is going to deal a large amount of light damage. She also has Sure Aim, which deals a bunch of physical damage, and it's a guaranteed hit. Regarding her support abilities, you're going to want to take a look at Favor of Ice. That's what's going to raise her agility. And Magic Up level 1. This is going to help her bring her magic up to where she's able to deal quite a bit of damage with both Blizzaga and Holy in battle. One big drawback to Rosa's unit is the lack of the full life spell. She has a lot of the white mage spells that you're going to want to have, but if she would have had full life spell, this really would have added a ton of value to her unit. When you look at Rosa's resistances, you're going to see that she's weak against magic. This really shouldn't be a problem though if you have the right build for your squad and you have Rosa more in that middle to back area behind a tank. Rosa's a unit that's not really top tier in anything, but really more moderate in a lot of areas regarding magic and physical attack. And at this point in time, I'm going to say that she's definitely not worth your Visor to pull for. And finally, we have the Demon Wall Vision card. This is an absolute must-have vision card if you are going to pull for Kane. And here's why. You're going to see that it gives a really good gain to hit points, 352. It also gives a whopping 132 additional attack and 26 more luck. However, where you're really going to see the benefit to Kane's unit specifically is its unit effect, plus 30% attack for a dark unit only. Now, this is also really useful if you have Ruin Stern or the OG Stern, but if you're going for Kane, this will make him into the best attacking unit that you have on your roster. Regarding the party ability, you're going to see that it gives Pierce Attack Plus. Now this is a must-have if you're going to run the Kane, Glaciella, and Victora squad that's really popular on the Japan server right now. Now, if you're going to go for Kane or Rosa, you're going to really want to hit the Final Fantasy IV Collaboration Trials of Reckoning event really hard. Now, this event's all about the Wind Spear and the Elven Bow, which are both really powerful pieces of ultra rare equipment. So in this event, you're going to want to complete quests to earn a total score. This total score is going to earn you rewards, including a +2 Wind Spear and a +2 Elven Bow, in addition to all of the recipes that you're going to need to get these much higher. You're also going to want to clear the normal and hard modes of the boss battles to increase your total event score and get even more crafting materials for these pieces of equipment. Finally, there's an event summon option, which is going to allow you to get even more crafting materials and recipes for both the Wind Spear and the Elven Bow. Oh, and make sure you hit up all of the Final Fantasy IV challenge missions and unit release celebrations for tons of great rewards. Well, good luck on your pulls, everybody. We'll catch you next time.